welcome to Sequel Podcast.
Season 47, episode 36.
Where we're not allowed to have opinions and we're not allowed to talk about people, places, or things.
As long as they're not related to other people, places, or things.
This is called the Hush Hush Cast. Keep it on the DL.
No, this is
Yo,
corporate.
Mama's podcast.
This is corporate America sucks the life out of everything.
Right. Fuck corporate America and all of its
They are fun suckers. We'll put it that way. So, I'm Cory Easley.
I'm at Bonta.
We have pizza.
A little bit.
Hey,
Cory's done.
I'm done. I'm, not on a diet, but I'm like trying to pace myself these days.
So, Cory, I don't like the peaks that I'm seeing over there.
You're seeing too low?
They look a little low to me.
Low.
Well,
Maybe I'm not close enough.
No, that still looks like low peaks. Mine
Pretty
looks
low.
okay. Mine looks okay.
Yours does. Mine sucks.
What? Which one? Blue?
Turn me up, son.
You look good. This one?
Whoa, that's way too fucking loud. That's better. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Where's
Because all these chords are here.
Where's the board operator?
We need someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that would not be us.
Neither of us.
We just barely figured out how to turn that piece of shit on.
So Cory informed me he's not going to the film festival.
Yeah, I unforeseen circumstances and stuff.
I thought that was a sure thing.
You know what, dude? I was like, I'm fucking going one way or the other. La la la. And then I was like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, it's just going to be me by myself.
I thought somebody was going to go with you if nobody else could go.
Yeah, but the
Maybe.
reason that person isn't going to go is the same reason you have. So Rose
Right.
said if no one's going to go, she would go.
Right.
But, like, she just got off a vacation for
Right.
4 weeks, and the person that covers for her just quit the job.
Oh, perfect.
So,
So you're fucked.
I mean, Rose might, like, when I tell her that, like, hey, Cory can't go, she might fucking change everything. And I just booked, like, a room. It was, like, a $30 room.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah, well, I still need to stay there, so, like, it was not...
Well,
because the idea was that we were going to go down Monday.
right.
And
Go
then-
down Monday.
And come back with the very last thing on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Right, and Rose was like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just stay, like, 2 nights and come back?
Well,
I
now you
don't
can
know.
extend till Tuesday night.
Well, I've already fucking booked the room. I can't add it. It was like a Groupon thing.
Oh,
So I don't think I'll be able to change it at all.
you might be able to
I mean, there, I might, when I get there and do it, I might
Tell them
be
you
able to,
wanna add
like,
Tuesday night.
add another room. But
add a day.
if I'm going by myself, I'm definitely going to come home ASAP, but I don't know.
You might be tired though.
Yeah, no.
But if I don't go and you end up by yourself, I will make time to live cast with you.
What's that even mean?
Do the thing on the fucking thing with the phones.
Oh, you think I'm going to have time to do something like that?
Or you can suck my dick, one or the other.
I can't I'm so upset right now. You have no idea.
I can see it on your face. I know what matte disappointment looks like, and it's written all over your fucking face, and you're making me sad.
I may go to the garage and cry right now.
I do it sometimes.
We all do.
Or in the bedroom.
Right.
Or in the shower. Mostly while I'm masturbating. I mean, there's a lot of things a guy can cry about.
Everybody hurts
sometimes.
Well, I hope shit changes.
If the planets align and something happens to the positive.
Things were starting to look good because I've been having a string of bad luck.
Well, I think your luck is still good though.
We'll see.
So far.
Maybe this is a test
It's a test.
to, like, see if I can do shit on my own.
Test from God.
I mean, my my brother and sister are still down there. They're still in it to win it.
There you go.
Yeah, but, like...
Do they have time to go to the thing with you?
Yeah, no, they're going.
Well, good. And you're not really alone. You just have to get there alone.
Yeah, I know, but you're like my business partner.
I know.
They are not my business partner.
They could prop you up a little bit, though, and if you have any questions, you can call me.
Well, no, that's not going to happen. No.
You
That's
too proud?
weird.
You're too proud?
No, it would be weird.
Why?
Under what circumstances would I need to call you?
I don't know, like if you needed to ask me something.
No.
Like, if you were unsure about a circumstance,
I wouldn't be unsure about anything. I'll
just give you this piece of advice.
Super social.
Like, you start talking to people, have like a couple of beers. You get pretty social after that. Don't get sloppy. Just get a little fresh.
Nah.
And then talk to people. Rub around.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If you want to make films for a living, you're going to have to get your dick out of your watch pocket.
Well, no, I obviously I'm going to still have to do what I'm going to have to do, but you're just better at it than me.
Exactly.
I hope to fucking... Who do I need to call, Corey, to get your fucking... to get those days for you?
Well, let's see. If we had any clients in Vegas...
Do you?
No.
We need him down here now.
The main office is in Arizona, which is like kind of on the route to Vegas.
It just sucks because
I need to come down to the office
because everybody in the movie said no.
No.
2 movies, everybody said no to me.
I know. That fucking blows a major dick. I said yes, and then I got shut down.
Like the one person who said maybe has not messaged me back at all, and I offered to pay for like tickets or whatever.
Right.
So. Yep. So maybe
silence. Like I said, maybe something changes. Maybe we get the action that we want. But I can't promise anything until it actually happens.
It's probably not going to happen. Fucking Christ. Okay, oh well.
So
anybody, if anybody fucking ever listens to this ever, God Salt's playing August 20th, 10 p.m. Street Toughs is playing August 21st, 10 p.m. at the Brendan Theaters, the Palms Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada.
At the fucking Palms. So many heist movies.
Palms is owned by President Donald Trump.
No.
Yes.
Is it really?
That's what Rose said.
Donnie Trump. In it to win it. Make America.
Maybe he'll show up for the
Making America great again. Hey, maybe that's what we need. Say, President of the United States, Donald Trump, is the bomb. See, that's all the stuff you're not supposed to say together. Maybe we could get a little backing. That's all we're asking for.
From the president?
From the president. He's got the Skrilla. 2 young, hardworking Americans who have a dream to make America great again through the majesty of film.
See?
To tell stories.
See?
I know. Maybe, just maybe, somebody will see that dream.
So what's going on with Cory these days?
I'm fucking working crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's the first time in my life that I've had a job where I don't mind working so much.
Well, okay, hold on. You know what? I was going to ask you something.
Answer.
Doesn't really matter now, but in the situation that we were going to be getting up early Monday morning and driving to Vegas, I was going to be like, do you still want to go see Alice Cooper Thursday night, 3 days before?
Right.
I'm assuming you still want to go see Alice Cooper now.
Well,
you don't got any plans on Monday.
I was going to go anyway.
Even though, it was so close to
another
thing.
Go out Friday night, Alice Cooper.
Thursday night.
Thursday night? That's not such a big deal.
Right, you still work on Friday.
Yeah.
So I was going to, see if you wanted it out just to give you some space. Do you need to take that call?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Hello?
All right, we're back, Cory. Call came in that we wanted, Cory.
Yep, that's it. That's the call. That was the call of a lifetime.
Yeah, no, I wish. Who was that?
That was my father-in-law. He was under the impression that I just called him.
Ashley's dad?
Yeah. And I don't. I've called them on Sunday. Would be the last time I called them. Yeah.
Did they answer?
When I called?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
So.
How old is he? Is he an old guy?
No, he's not that old. It's late 50s, I think.
I've never met him. What's his name?
His name is Jeff.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff! I don't know. It's a thing I saw on YouTube.
It sounds familiar. I was thinking I had a movie quote in my head. Maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's from because I couldn't remember. So the setup is a couple people are like in a situation with another guy,
Right.
and they don't want to be in it. They're trying to get out of it.
Right.
And the guy is on the phone. Oh, they're having the baby now? Okay. And the one guy fucking was able to take off. And I don't remember if it was like Vince Vaughn and Wedding
Yes,
Crashers.
that was Vince Vaughn and...
Was it Wedding Crashers?
Owen
Wilson?
I want to say...
Because it
No.
doesn't quite sound like...
No, I want to say...
Or was it like Will Smith? Like a black guy? A black funny guy? Oh, she's having the baby now? Okay.
Maybe.
Something
Okay,
like
I
that.
can see Vince Vaughn playing that line. I can also see Will Smith
Yeah,
doing
so
it.
can I. It's the
Hang on,
situation.
hang on.
Let's see if you can come up with it faster then. Don't you fucking look it up.
Don't me start looking up because you're looking it up?
I'm looking it up. Let's see, movie quote.
No, it wasn't that. That wasn't the setup. They weren't trying to get away from a guy. They were trying to look like they weren't doing something.
Oh, I know what it is. It is a black guy.
Martin Lawrence?
No, it's Chi McBride.
Ooh.
And we've discussed this movie on this podcast.
I'm trying to
before,
think of the guy's face.
and it's a highly quotable, like a feel good movie for me. Like I need to watch this movie whenever I'm in a bad mood or something like or feeling down. And it's funny because it was actually playing on a TV in the Philippines when we were waiting to get on a ferry.
Really?
Yes.
Let me see the guy's face. Do you have
Kind of looks like a black Cory Easley.
That's what everybody looks like.
Like a black Cory Easley.
All black people look the same. They look like
Yeah,
a
but
black
once I
Cory
tell you,
Easley.
you're gonna know.
No, just show me you see the guy's face.
Yeah, no one.
Don't give me the movie shot.
Just like you, dude.
Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds.
It's Gone in 60 Seconds. When they're like the cars are the girls are
The ladies are dirty.
Ladies are
I
dirty.
repeat, the ladies are dirty.
Oh, she's having the baby now. This ain't even my car, man. That's what it's from, right?
Yes.
Oh, she's having the baby now.
Yes.
This ain't even my car.
They were like the ladies are dirty.
Yeah, that's.
Yep. Yeah, it was
he's walking away.
the
Everyone's walking away.
It was the BMWs.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I recall.
what it's from. I can't believe I got it. Like I didn't even put it into the phone by the time I got it.
Really?
Yeah, so I didn't actually search it. I'm not lying.
Okay.
But no, I got it as I was typing
As you were
it.
getting ready to do it.
Right,
Okay.
and it came to me.
No, that's a good movie. I love that movie.
I love it too. And it was playing on a TV in the Philippines when we were waiting for
That's
the ferry.
awesome.
What were we talking about?
Alice Cooper.
No, we were talking about a couple different things.
And my father-in-law Gold.
Oh, yeah, your father-in-law.
Yes. He's not that old.
He's not that old. But I wanted to talk about some stuff. I don't remember what it was now. I know one thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
God, it's like you not going to the film festival kind of has ruined half of the topics that I wanted to talk about. Like, you've never been to a film festival.
I've never been.
And I've been to one. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the same experience. This one was.
Yeah.
So the film festival that I went to was in Denver when I lived there. And it was at like an art house theater. And maybe had like 4 or 5 screens.
Mm-hmm.
And they play like independent movies and foreign films there on occasion. And they would get old movies and put them in there and have like a run of like old sci-fi movies. I saw like the Fly remake with Jeff Goldblum there.
Right.
And then they had the Mile High Horror Film Festival was there. And I went to that. So they had like some celebrities there. There were some that wears like Kane Hodder, who was Jason, and Bill Moseley, who was like Chop Top. He was in Devil's Rejects.
Okay.
He was Otis. So like that was more of like all the horror fans are coming in
Sure.
to see these
So I mean,
celebrities.
there's some real potential here.
Well, I'm willing to bet this is something different. This is more like a showcase for raw, independent talent. So, like, the movies that I saw there were kind of like low-budget horror movies, but with like talent. Like the one movie I saw had like a bunch of like real actors in it, not just like local people or
Not
whatever.
Just local yokels.
Right. And there was like a Greg Nicotero documentary. You know who that is? He's a makeup artist
Okay.
who actually is, I think he's the showrunner for Walking Dead now.
Oh, cool.
But he had a documentary called like Nightmare Factory. It's kind of about him and his
How
business.
they do the craft.
Right.
Right.
So, like, that was, and horror film festivals are generally, like...
Well, they're specialized.
Specialized. So this, and, like, I bought tickets for my siblings, so that, because you can buy tickets online now, and it's will call only. So I was like, I'll buy them so they can go check it out and see how it is, because Rose wanted to buy some tickets for us to give away. So now I'm going to have to do that on my own, in hopes, whatever. But I wanted to see how, like, if they can go and pick them up, and if they're getting physical tickets, or if they're even able to pick them up, because when you buy it in your name.
Right.
And it says, bring the
ID and bullshit.
And everything like that. But I put instructions for God Salt to be picked up by Samuel Knowles, and for Street Test to be picked up by Stephanie Knowles. And they went down there, and it's like a legit movie theater. So, like, they were playing all the stuff they're playing at our movie theater here. They said it looked pretty big, but you can't get the tickets until the festival starts.
Oh,
day of. So day of, like, most likely the festival,
Right.
because then they'll have their people in there
Right.
running
booth.
everything. Right.
Yeah.
So we won't know about that until the 16th, at the very earliest.
Okay.
Because it still might be, there's a fly in here, because it still might end up being day of, which would be August 20th. So I could always buy tickets then, but, like, if you're not given a physical ticket and you're just buying something and they cross your name off,
Right.
like, how am I supposed to buy, like,
20
tickets
whatever.
and be like, oh, hey, just say you're me, or whatever.
Just here's a free movie.
Like, because, like, we were supposed to go down there and during the day, Monday, Tuesday, talk to potential backers.
Right.
And if they have no plan on going to see our movie, I would need to be like, here's the tickets, go see our movie.
Right.
And let us know what you think. So, like I said, you not going there anymore kind of changes this whole fucking situation.
It's bullshit.
And then I was also thinking, like, oh, should we take scripts with us? You know what I mean?
Like potentials.
Right, like, here's a script, like, of something that I want to make. I wrote this. It's ready to go, if you want to back it. And also, I was going to take those storyboards that I have and turn it into a video. Turn it into a video and be like, look, here's a script. Here's what the movie could look like.
It's an idea.
We need some funding to, maybe you'd be interested. And if you want, go check out our movie. Like, basically, this is my spiel.
Right.
To, like, 100 different people. And you were my wingman.
I was going to be your wingman.
And, like, you're potentially the greatest wingman the world has ever known.
And also
So what you're going to need to do now, Cory, is when you get off work, is fly to Vegas.
I wonder how much that is.
If it was the right day of the week, I believe Allegiant has a cheap flight.
Like $100?
Might even be cheaper. Like a cheap flight, fucking flying out on a Friday, coming back on a Sunday or something. I think they have a cheap flight.
Really?
Yeah, because Allegiant is the kind of airline that's like, oh, we do one-way express. It's like the express bus.
Right.
It doesn't have as many stops.
Right.
So it's probably like a smaller plane that does like, oh, we do express.
Because it's like an hour to Vegas.
Flying?
Hour and a half flight.
Yeah, something like that.
Like max.
Mm-hmm.
Direct, anyway.
Yeah. So obviously you couldn't make that, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, like, I could get off work on Tuesday, or like dip out early on Tuesday. Like, literally leave work, go get on an airplane, roundy, red eye, first thing in the morning, come back from the fucking, like, come out for the show Tuesday night.
How early would you be able to leave work?
On Tuesday?
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably, I don't know. I might be able to squeeze dipping out at like 2.
We'll look at it, and I'll talk to Rose about this, and maybe we'll just pay for your flight. I need.
Never mind. God damn these fucking cables.
God damn it, son of a bitch, cocksucker. Have you seen Superbad?
Yeah.
Where his phone's all fucking up, and he's saying all that shit, and she's like, hello,
She's like,
what? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
But yeah, so, well, we'll do whatever we do, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the schedule and see if that's even feasible.
I'm going to start, we'll look at it.
We're going to start a GoFundMe.
To pay for Cory's life so that he
pay
can
for
go
my, yeah,
for
to pay
2
for my life
days.
so I can go to Vegas for 2 days.
Um,
I won't even drink while we're there.
Well,
Unless
look at
that's a
me.
caveat of the money.
um,
And then I'll drink as much as you want.
sure.
That's what she said.
That's what she did.
That is what she did. It is what it is.
So, on that note, Saturday?
This Saturday?
No,
Next Saturday?
18.
Okay.
So, after the concert, before the festival, that Saturday.
Yep.
Do you want to go to Tahoe and be my wingman there?
Now what are we doing there?
They're doing the family birthday August get together.
For
Birthday's in August.
whose family?
Rose.
Why would you go to that?
Because I'm part of the family. And
Yeah,
I
it's,
have an
not
August
it's not your birthday.
I have an
Oh,
August birthday.
when's your birthday?
The 24th.
Oh. So they're doing it before your birthday, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, but everyone else,
But everybody else is going.
like Leah's got a 27th.
A lot of August babies.
Rose's brother and her cousin were born on August 17th, same day,
Wow.
same hospital.
That's a lot.
My great grandmother was also born on August 17th, so it was like a weird coincidence when me and Rose got together. So, and you know, they like to do that shit, so.
Right.
So do you want to go, you and your family? Is your wife up for that?
Where's it at?
Tahoe.
Tahoe's a big place.
Probably, most likely,
At the beach?
Sand Harbor.
We haven't been to the beach yet. Might be fun.
Ever, or?
Not this year.
Okay, well, you're invited. I'm going to try and invite my other friends. I need to make sure it's cool, though. Rose would never say that it's not.
Right. Make
So,
sure it's actually cool.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm inviting you now.
Okay.
I would invite Dakota, but they're having a baby on the 13th.
Yeah, so they're not coming.
I'll mention to them, but
They're having a baby on the 13th of August.
yeah,
And the party's on the...
18th.
They're not coming.
Oh, and another thing. Fucking Christ, dude. So Friday, this
Christ
Friday.
on a cracker.
Christ on a cracker, on a cross. Friday at midnight, they're supposed to announce the award nominations for the Action on Film Festival.
Really? Don't count on being on that list.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
I'm just saying
Go
that we
fuck
shouldn't get our
yourself.
hopes up.
My hopes aren't up, but like, wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Like,
Yeah. Then you're
So
up
we got
like
nominated?
a nominee, not only in the festival, but actually nominated to win something. Even if you, I mean, a
well,
nominee.
it's funny because they push buying tickets to the festival, to the award show, like crazy. Like, it always sells out, so get your tickets now. It's like, I don't,
When's
well,
the
if I'm
awards?
not in it.
When's the awards?
24th, my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So, like, if I'm going down there Monday, Tuesday, and we're in it, that means we're going back on Friday. So, I haven't told Rose this yet, but I mean, she'll be fine with that. She's got no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean,
because
you-
that'll be our weekend by then.
If you got a real nominee, like that's a wreath to put on your film, dude.
Right.
That's a real deal.
Right. So, did you see the new posters with the laurels on there?
I haven't seen it with that on there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a thing.
I did like the. I think I like the God Salt one the best.
It's funny because he put both laurels on both films, but each film is for a separate fest.
Gotcha.
So like God Salt is for the what is that? That's the actual is for this one, the Hollywood Dreams.
Okay.
So that Action on Film one is for Street Toughs.
So it doesn't actually belong on there.
It doesn't, but you know what? When I got the acceptance letter, they had them both at the bottom of the page to use for your posters.
So it's probably fine.
And I'm pretty sure they're both not necessarily distinguished from which festival they're playing at.
Right.
Because one movie's playing on Monday at the 10 p.m. block, one movie's playing on Tuesday at 10 p.m. block in the same theater. So,
Right.
yeah. And then this one, and it's got the pre-selection for the Toronto
Right.
one down here, and then there's the other two.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then he did add our credits.
Nice.
So, what is going on?
I don't know. It's not something that I'm doing unless it's some kind of EMI.
So we got all those things. Well, I've got some things to look forward to. You can see and suck my dick, you fucking cocksucker.
Let me just get on my knees here real quick.
Man.
Yeah, that fucking...
All the wind out of my sails when you said that.
I know.
Because I was getting excited and nervous about things, and now...
Let me look at a flight schedule and see...
We'll look into it. We'll look into it
saying.
And do what we can.
Yeah.
And hope for the best. And if it doesn't, like, obviously I'll go it alone or with my brother or whatever.
If it's not crazy... And I can get down there for like a quickie, like come down, see the movie, do a little schmoozy boozy before, and then like fucking speed out like early in the morning, like be home by like 8, 9 o'clock.
What time do you start work?
8.
So you can go in late?
If I like split, there's nothing gonna be going on at the film festival that early in the morning.
Can you talk to how did you go about asking for days? Like I know I'm pushing this. I don't want to push this.
There's a process where you like go into the HR thing.
You don't have like a supervisor you can talk to?
I do, but he doesn't control the time off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Because I go to my supervisor and they just look and be like, no one else is off, go for it. Or there's only so many, go for it. We got coverage, go.
Yeah. See, we don't have coverage. That's
I could literally walk in day of and be like, can I go?
How many people work for your company?
A lot.
You know how many work for my company?
None.
Like less than 20.
Okay, well then I also don't have very many.
Okay.
But like I can go in and ask.
Right.
I'm not necessarily going to get it because we are really understaffed right now.
Right.
So I might not get it, but for the most part, you can go in and be like,
Right.
And they would say, go ahead and take the next day off or whatever.
Usually it's 24 hours.
I'm trying not to be difficult, but
let's see what there is.
What is the 5 stages? I'm at bargaining now.
You're at the bargaining. You're at the begging and bargaining stage of grief.
Yeah, a grief. So I mean, like I said, just man, you broke my heart.
I'm sorry.
Fredo.
Et tu, Brute.
So I mean, I just wanted to talk about festivals a little bit. We just did.
Yeah. Did you guys go see the Dragon Lights?
Yeah, we did. I did because you saw that I posted
That's
pictures.
Right. I went last night.
You faker.
I took God damn it, this is a fucking radio show. We're supposed to make conversation, you piece of shit. Do you know, have you ever listened to an actual podcast? Or an actual fucking radio commentary?
I have, and I know exactly what you're talking about because I know it happens.
And you just don't do stuff the way you're supposed to do it. Like when I get up to go take a piss and I go like, makes hand motion to keep talking, and you go, oh, where are you going? Why aren't you talking now? Well, you going to pee?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's just your shtick, you fucking cocksucker.
What time did you go? Like you were saying, because you weren't going to podcast yesterday.
Right.
And I was thinking, you could probably still podcast and get home with time. I wasn't going to push it though.
Yeah, well, so I had to go from work to home and take care of the dog and let him out and everything, and then come back to town and meet the old lady. And I probably did have time.
Oh, I thought she was going to be at home.
No, because she doesn't get off work until like 6:30. And my son
doesn't get dark though until like 8:30 at the earliest.
Right, and my son has kung fu on Wednesday. I know kung fu. Whoa. So.
Who takes him to kung fu? Your mom?
Yeah, she takes him from her house to kung fu, and then when the wife gets off work, she goes over, and then by the time it's over, she's there.
Is that why Wednesdays are good for you?
Generally, yeah, because they don't get home until late anyway, like 7:30, usually when they get home from kung fu.
Right, and we finish at about 7:30.
So usually we finish up at 7:30. I can split from here. I get home in enough time for a decent
schmoozing,
dinner hour,
some banging,
some bang skis.
So then how did you do this? So you left work at like what, 5:30, went home.
I didn't leave until 6 yesterday.
Oh shit. So what would your wife and your son just do? Where's the kung fu at? You don't have to be specific.
Southtown.
So like,
yeah,
out by Best Buy?
Further.
Really?
Yeah.
So, And your wife
It's like South Meadows. That's where the wife works, is out on that end of town also.
Oh, so she's already out that way.
Yeah, so she's already down there. She's like...
And so she gets off at 6:30, you said?
Roughly.
And Kung Fu is over at?
Like 6:45-ish.
So...
6:30, 6:45.
Okay, and then from there she met you at Rancho?
From there they had to go to the store because he didn't bring clothes or something, and he didn't want to go in his Kung Fu outfit.
I'm naked. I don't want to look like a dork in my Kung Fu suit or the Chinese thing.
Is that what he said?
That's what he told me. He made my
You're like,
lady stop at Walmart. Did you listen?
But Chinese people are like Kung Fu. You'd be the coolest kid there.
I told him, I was like, okay, so this is the way the conversation goes down. He goes, then we get there, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool shirt. Like, where'd you get that? And he looks at my old lady like, Mom, tell him. And she goes, well, we had to stop at Walmart and buy it because he felt uncomfortable, or he didn't want to feel like a dork going to the Dragon
I'm not
Lights.
going to go to this event wearing these clothes, Mother.
I simply cannot show up dressed like this.
This is a black tie mandatory situation, Mom. What the fuck?
Right? What the fuck over? Says my 6-year-old. So, they stop at the store and get a t-shirt, and he's still wearing his, like, pants, right? But they just look like, kind of like baggy.
Like karate gi pants?
Like karate. Well, not really like gi pants, or like, I don't know, like loose-fitting.
Skinny jeans?
No. They're like just puffy, I don't know. My grandma used to call them hammer pants, but they weren't that swooshy.
So are they flared at the bottom and then?
No, they're like elastic at the ankles and the waist. And then it's like fluffy, puffy. I don't know.
Like MC Hammer pants.
Yeah, they're kind of like MC Hammer pants, but they're just like, they have a lot of space in the legs.
Oh, I'm sorry. It flares out? No, flares in.
Well, they're like tight at the ankles and the waist. That's how the Hammer pants were.
Right.
Because I had a pair. And I used to wear different like that.
I think we all did.
All the different colored ones, yeah. Like that was the thing when we were kids.
Yeah.
So, and we get there and he tells me, well, I didn't want to look ridiculous at the Dragon Lights things wearing a Kung Fu uniform. And I told him, I was like, well, you know that the Chinese invented Kung Fu, right? So you pretty much would have been the coolest guy on the planet.
Like Jackie Chan.
Like Jackie fucking Chan. Or somebody else who's Chinese.
So you met them at Rancho?
Yes.
At what time? 8 o'clock?
No, it was like, I don't know, 7:15.
So you had to wait for it to get dark?
And then we went up to the thing. It's dark in the Arboretum. I mean, we went like black dark, but it's dark-ish. Like they have the lights turned on pretty early. And we went up to one of the Chinese food trucks. And we got some food.
Some truck food?
Some truck Chinese food. And we sat down and we ate and like bullshitted for a minute. Like just kind of had a dinner on the grass. And then we went in and we didn't leave until almost 10 o'clock.
Shit.
So, pretty long shift. Yeah, it was a long shift. A lot of walking, a lot of bitching about walking.
Your son?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. My feet hurt, Daddy. Daddy, I don't want to walk anymore. Daddy, my legs cocksucker, Dad.
You're such a motherfucker cocksucker.
Whose idea
Jesus
was this?
Christ, Dad. It was funny because that was part of the conversation. And we get there and he's like, oh, God, there's so many people here. And we're like,
Really, on Wednesday?
Yeah.
It was packed on Saturday.
I mean, I don't know if it was more. I won't say that it was more or the same packed because it wasn't there. But it was like a fair bit of people there.
On a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday afternoon. It was like the last week, though. This is the last week.
It is the last week.
So I could see that. Like, just motherfucking shit cock. You sit in your tower and fucking nap. What's funny?
So.
Oh, you fucking cock ass!
Cock ass.
You fucking sit in your tower. Fucking nap.
So there's a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people there, and he's like, oh, there's going to be so many people. And he's like, starts complaining, right? And he's been asking for like 2 weeks now to go to this thing. And we couldn't go last weekend because I was on call, and I didn't want to like be like fucking off and like get a call and then like have to run out and do something or ignore it or push it off. So I was like, let's just not go this weekend. We can go
You
next
should've went on
week.
Saturday. Were you on call on Saturday?
Yeah, I was on call all week.
Oh, fuck.
From Monday to Monday. 7 days. Not fun. So anyways, he starts bitching about that, and we're like, come on, let's be positive. We're going to have fun. You've been wanting to do this. And we get inside after we eat, and he's like looking around at the stuff, and he's like, well, this isn't any fun. There's no fun stuff to do here. We're like, what did you think was going to be in here? He's like, well, I don't know, like activities for kids. And I'm like, no, honey, this is the thing. Like, it's like Christmas lights. Like, you go look at the lights. That's what it was for. It's like to visually appreciate.
I was going to ride a dragon.
Yeah, and he's just all like getting bent about it. And it's like, dude, just enjoy it. Like, let's just cruise around and look at stuff and check stuff out.
Was there anybody on the stage?
There was a show. We made it down by the stage at like 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of made it most of the way through the thing, and then we kind of doubled back to go to the stage. We watched part of the show. There was a lot of people there, standing room, and I couldn't see, and Callan wasn't really interested.
And it almost sounds like it was more crowded on Wednesday than it was last night when we went on Saturday.
Is that right? I don't know, dude. But I can
like there was maybe like everyone was
sitting.
sitting down, and then maybe like one row of people standing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. At 9 o'clock, there was like 6 or 8 rows back of standing room behind the chairs.
No, I'm pretty sure there wasn't that many people.
There was that many people there around the stage, and like I had Callan on my shoulders, and he could like see the stage and see what was going on.
It's like, what?
But I'm like back behind this dude, like shifting side to side, trying to like look through his side of his head, and like I can't hardly fucking tell what's going on. Like it was like a mask thing, like a dance where it like changes the face on the guy that was dancing or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then like was doing tricks and stuff with it. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but I can't fucking see it from back here. So I asked Callan, I was like, do you want to stay and watch? Because if you can see and you want to watch, we'll stay here and you can watch. Or do you want to keep walking? And he's like, no, let's keep walking. Like, he wasn't really interested.
In any of it.
Yeah, not really. So then we like start going, and he sees the snow cone thing. Of course, he wants a fucking
line,
snow
right?
cone, right? No, during the show, there was like no line.
Really?
It was like a long-ass line when we walked by it the first time. And he's like, Daddy, I want a snow cone. And I'm like, okay, come here. I'll show you where the line starts.
Shaved ice.
Yeah, the shaved ice. He goes, Daddy, I want a snow cone. And I was like, okay, come here. Let me show you where the line starts. And like, because I know he hates waiting in lines, right?
Oh, okay.
So like, I'll walk him down.
Joke's on you.
He just keeps looking over towards the snow cones, right? Like we're going up the hill towards the back of the line.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, Daddy, the snow cones are right here. And I'm like, no, let me show you where the line starts. He's like, Daddy, the line's right here. I was like, no, honey, let me show you where the line starts, where you have to wait from in order to get a snow cone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one snow cone maker, one person making snow cones.
Mm-hmm.
So each person, they grind up the fucking snow every time. It's made as you sell.
Right.
So this takes a minute. So if you want a snow cone, all you gotta do is wait in line. So it was like fucking, like maybe 30 people in line. And we get to the back of the line, and I like kind of position him in the back of the line. And I was like, okay, this is the line we have to wait in if you want a snow cone. And he looks down the hill, and I was like, see, you can't even see snow cones, can you? He's like, no. And he's like, I was like, you still want a snow cone? He goes, not really. So we started walking, and I was like, ha ha, Dad wins.
I thought you just said there wasn't a line.
So that when we walked by it the first time, it was a long-ass line.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked all the way out to the end of that leg right there where it kind of dog legs over, goes under the arch with
The sharks.
the sharks and bullshit.
Yeah.
We went down and looked at that, took a couple of pictures, and then came back. And on the way back towards the stage, or towards the other half of the
Right, before going
front
to
leg
the
before you
T
split.
area.
Yeah, we're headed back, and we get up to the snow cone thing, and there's like one person in line in front of us.
Man, I really wanted one, but I didn't feel like
yeah.
waiting. Like, I had to work the next day. I had been at work all day.
So I told
really
him, I was
want
like,
one.
if you want a snow cone, now's the time to get it. So if you want one, let's get one.
And you got one.
And we got one.
What flavor were there?
He got bubble gum and strawberry mixture.
What the fuck? That
That's
sounds
what I
like
said.
the
Sounds
worst thing
terrible.
ever.
Wasn't too
I
bad.
hate bubblegum flavored.
Yeah,
like,
so do I.
soda, ice, whatever.
It's bullshit.
It's. I don't even like bubblegum.
It's 100% bullshit.
And strawberry bubblegum.
100% bullshit, 0% tasty.
So what else do they have? green apple or sour apple.
I don't know. They had
grape.
strawberry and raspberry and fucking blueberry or some bullshit. I didn't care because I wasn't getting one.
Right.
I was like fucking stuffed full of Chinese food.
I really wanted one.
Yeah.
Because I was thirsty I was thirsty at home.
Yeah.
Before Rose got home. And she got home and I was like, you just want to go to the lights now? And she was like, sure. Because she was at like her cousin, his daughter had like a birthday that day.
Right.
And I was at work, so I didn't go. And she got home and it was like, do you want to go? And she's like, sure, let's go. And I was thirsty at home.
Why didn't you get a drink before you left?
Because
You're a fucking douche.
it was already like pushing 9.
Right.
And I had to go to work next day, and I knew we had to go to get this thing, and we got to the thing, and we,
Where'd you guys have to park?
like
In the dirt?
no, we didn't go that far.
Yeah, we had to park in the dirt. 0 parking up front.
Whoa.
That was hardcore.
I think we parked in the last parking area.
Okay, so just short of the dirt lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday.
It was fucking packed, bro. I'm telling you. So then we got all done with all that bullshit and went around and looked at the rest of the lights, and they were like, oh, well, there's the gift shop thing over the bridge. And it's like, okay, go over there and check out the crafts.
We
And
skipped that. We didn't do that.
So we went in there because I was like, we were going to skip it.
Did they have sodas in there?
They didn't.
Okay. I'm glad we skipped it.
Yeah, we were going to skip it, and then I looked at it, and I was like, from like where I was standing, I could see somebody making something.
Something looked cool to you.
That looked cool from where I was standing. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. If we don't go over there and see, maybe we won't know. So we get over there, and everything is like, I'm not going to say overpriced, but everything's relatively expensive for what I would have paid for what they were doing.
The tickets to get in, I don't want to say were overpriced, but they were.
They were expensive. It was $47 for the three of us to go.
Holy shit. So
yeah.
That means that
And it was 30.
Callan was what?
He's the 6th group. Free is 5 and under. He's 6.
So it was another 17.
He looks like he's fucking 12, so.
That's
He's huge.
not.
He looks like he's fucking 8
No,
anyway.
he's the regular.
No, he's huge. He's tall.
No,
He's a big kid, dude. He's bigger than the 2 8-year-olds across the street. Put together.
No, he looks like a little kid to me. Just like my nephew. They're the
How's your
same age.
nephew?
They're the same age.
He's bigger than your nephew.
No, they're the.
Yeah.
They're.
You haven't seen him in a while.
No, I just saw him. When did I see him last?
I don't know. Halloween?
Bullshit.
No. New Year's?
Bullshit.
Maybe you did. Oh, you just saw him at the house.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big fucking kid.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get.
We'll have to measure him up.
Get the
against-
nephew, my
against the
nephew together. Yeah.
So,
Just
anyways,
put them together with a fucking knife in each
all right,
hand.
all right, kids. There's the deal. There is but one chocolate bar.
Yes.
Winner take all.
Winner take all.
Loser dies. If you want this chocolate bar, you have to kill your friend. Ready, begin. Death match.
Death match.
Death match.
Cage
5,000,
match.
right? Cage match. The 5-year-olds.
So you go in there.
So we go in there because I
The
saw
overly
something
priced.
and I'm like, it's a little spendy for like, it's handmade, so that's kind of a bonus. But I'm looking at what they're doing, and I'm like, it's cool. I can't do that. Like I couldn't do that. And if I really, really liked what they had, like, it would have been worth buying it. But I didn't have to have it that bad. Like it's just more to me.
It was just
it's
that,
just
that
more
hair.
stuff.
It's that hair short of being.
Of being like, I have to fucking own that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, they were neat. Like they had like these little wire
Meanwhile,
sculptures.
you bought some bullshit on the way home that was twice as expensive.
No, I haven't bought jack shit. That's the thing, dude. I
What
gotta
was
stop
it?
buying stuff. I just wanted to tell you, they have like these wire sculptures. So like somebody's like got the wire and they're like bending it up into
They
like
all,
a thing.
so these are the same fucking crafts they have when they've got the fucking rib cook-off and the nugget. So
Okay.
you got the Victorian Square.
Right.
And if you like go towards where the movie
Yes.
theater is, they've got all the bullshit fucking crafts. So it's the same crafts that they have at that time.
No, these are
Did they have
crafts
the guy
that
with
were
the spray
like.
paint and
No.
doing the thing?
No, this
Probably wasn't
this,
enough room for it, but
Right.
if they had more room, that guy would have been there.
It was all Chinese people
Okay.
that were like running the thing.
So
and
like they had like a
all the-
wire predator, like a wire like praying mantis,
There was a wire predator looking thing.
like
There was
nuts
like a
and
wire
bolts and shit there.
It was like a wired like a 6 gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy gun.
Yeah.
And it was like a wired dragon.
Like actual size, like
Yeah, it looked relatively legit.
how much? 100?
Like 45.
If it looked, I would have gotten that.
I mean, it didn't look real.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go pay another $50,
Another 17 each to get in.
right?
No, we'll split the 17. You'll go in and get it.
I watched a YouTube video, and this guy.
So you did some research when you went home.
No, not in the crowd. This is separate.
Okay.
On getting into festivals for free.
Mm-hmm.
He says what you do is you get yourself a reflective vest, right? And a garbage bag. And you just walk around and you start picking up garbage all around.
That is genius.
And then, and he says, and you look around and then you find yourself a bin, right? Because he had his buddy. He says, they were like Australian or New Zealand or something.
Hey, what you gonna do?
And then he's like, and then you find yourself a bin. And you put your, and then they go over and they get a garbage can. Like regular fucking, the kind of garbage can you use with waste management.
Sure.
And he opens it up.
Oh, like the green one?
Yeah. And he opens it up and his buddy jumps in. And he closes the lid. And he grabs the bin and he starts walking. And he's walking along, picking up garbage and all this stuff. And
meanwhile, they're
making conversation with people. He's
walk out and people are throwing shit on his buddy.
Right? And he goes, oh man, I can't believe how much rubbish people leave around here.
Rubbish.
Right? It's oh, God, people are messy. just saying shit like that to people, security guards, other people with radios that are working. And he's bebopping around, and he goes up to the in-hole where he's talking to people.
You see him doing this?
Yeah, it's a video.
So is it
somebody's videoing from afar?
It's not
somebody with a ticket.
So he's from
somebody with a ticket who's going to get in normal,
so that they can make the video
as they're going.
Right.
Acting like they're not filming him, of course.
Right.
But they're filming as he's going along, and then they get inside. He gets up to the gate and he talks to the security guys. He's like, oh man, I'm gonna take this garbage out, and he gets all the way through the thing and he goes in, and they get through the security and they go down around the horn and they go up against the wall and he puts the fucking garbage can down. He opens the lid. His buddy jumps out. He takes the fucking vest off. He puts it in the garbage can and they go party.
What were they at? Like a music festival?
It was like a music festival, yeah.
That's awesome.
Anyway, they had a couple of things that were neat, and they had the hand painted name.
Yeah, I saw people carrying those around.
Where
I know
you get
exactly
your name painted on
yeah.
there, and it's all different animal shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were
tropical trees.
If I had looked a little closer, I forget what they call Chinese writing. But I like the script.
Oh, I know kanji.
Kanji's Japanese.
Yeah.
But whatever they call the Chinese script, I like the way it looks. So I saw one that was just the long poster thing they have names on, but it was just upright and it had Chinese words on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it said, but so noisy.
This says Oracle Bone script?
No. I don't know.
Dragon Bones?
Dragon Bones?
It says
Chicken Bones?
Chinese is not picture right in history of Chinese systems. Hanzi.
Huh?
Hanzi?
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 Maybe. I've never heard the word actually.
It sounds right.
It does.
But
Hanzu?
everything on there just says Chinese writing.
Chinese script, Chinese writing.
The Wikipedia entry says Chinese writing.
Chinese writing. Don't know what it means, but it is Chinese writing.
Yes.
So anyway, I like stuff like that. And I like Chinese and Japanese culture things.
Sure.
And I was looking at it, and they had some jade, little pendants and stuff, like the one you got me from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that stuff was cool because it was carved, so had little impressions and stuff in it. But those were cool, but it was okay, so maybe these are real Chinese crafts from real Chinese people. It was but I would rather go to China to get them. I don't know why that makes a difference in my mind.
Well, look, I got some. We went to Hong Kong. We
Right.
went to China, and we got some.
Right.
And the guy's like, oh, this one very lucky. Money coming. This one money coming. This one's for luck. This one's for luck. Chinese.
It says, fuck you, gringo.
Chinese zodiac. What Chinese zodiac? We got, there's a dog.
Right.
Money coming. Very lucky. Money coming.
So it's probably a lot like Mexico. They're just trying to sell you shit.
It was, yeah, and we specifically went to that spot to get lucky charms.
Right. That's part of the thing.
I thought we were
get
getting cereal, but I don't know.
Didn't get any cereal.
Bad joke.
So,
I walked there. We didn't get to talk about this, because
Hong Kong?
I did it with
Okay.
Dakota, like,
Okay.
because we were there, and like when we were in Hong Kong, and like, you know, this was our day free. The other day was at Disneyland. This was our free day.
Right.
And they were like, and I was looking at the thing when we got to the bus depot, and it's like, okay, we can either take a bus or we can walk there, and it's going to be the same exact amount of time.
Walk.
Right.
Way cooler. You see way more shit.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they didn't want to walk there, but I
Yeah.
walked there. Like
the rest of the
yeah,
people?
well, just Rose, Javier, and Leah.
Okay.
They didn't want to walk there, which is fine.
Right.
And I gotta say things like that now.
Well,
No, it was fine. It was fine.
It is fine.
It was fine. But I wanted to walk there because I was like, it's the same amount of time. I might even beat you guys there.
Right.
I started walking the wrong direction because I couldn't get the Google Maps down. But
Right.
as soon as I got where I was going and figured it out, like they only just beat me there.
Right.
And you know, we wanted to go to the Lucky like temple place, and we bought some Lucky Charms and
Right.
shit, some jade Lucky Charms, just like the ones that I got in Japan.
Right.
And then we ended up walking even more back to the depot because we didn't know what we were doing,
Right.
and we didn't know where to go to check stuff out. So
Dude, that's when you just wander all over.
I
You
really
just go find like the shittiest part of town and go check it out.
the whole place was like the shittiest part of town.
There you go. It's perfect.
There was no elbow room in that place. I liked Hong Kong though.
Yeah.
It was
I want to go.
it was almost more humid than the Philippines was,
Ugh.
but it might only been because we were walking and
Right.
because it was kind of rainy as
Same
well.
as, oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I could see that if the weather started turning.
And it was a very hilly San Francisco. Like.
Right. Yeah. I can picture that. So, anyway, so I checked all that shit out, and I just kind of like, I have an aversion to like buying stuff that's. When we went to what the fuck is that place called in Disney World, Epcot Center. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I've never been there, but
Okay.
I've heard Epcot.
So they have in Epcot Center, it's like another Disneyland park
Right.
with stuff and some. It's like less kiddie related rides, I guess.
They sell alcohol there. They got like all the
Yeah, they have the booze vendors.
They
and
got
they
all
have
the like
the world
the worlds.
shops.
Yeah.
So you go to the different countries around the world.
Go to Mexico and get some shots of tequila.
Yeah, and you can go and you do all different stuff. And me and the wife did that for our honeymoon when we got married.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like checked all different kinds of shit out, and it was cool. And you go in the gift shops in the different like areas of the world, and they had like, you know, stuff from Japan or stuff from China, stuff from Sweden. And we like went in and looked, and it's like, wow, this is
In
cool.
case you
So
didn't
we,
know,
like,
most of the stuff that we own is made in China, made in Japan.
right? But it was like
No, I know what you mean.
knick-knacky crafty
Right,
shit, right?
authentic like.
It's supposed to be authentic Chinese stuff, which it probably was. Who knows? Probably everything in the whole place was made in China, and then they just put different labels on it. So we checked that out, and we bought a couple of stupid things. Like the lady bought some socks,
Well, you know,
some
it's
super low cut socks.
real quick. Like it was
Uh.
funny because when we like last time Rose's parents were here and we drove them down to San Francisco. You know,
Go to Chinatown?
No, to ultimately take them to the plane.
Okay.
And we were on the pier, and like they have like the seashell boxes and shit.
Mhm.
And her dad, like, they're on their way back home to the Philippines. Her dad like lifts it up and says, "Made in the Philippines."
Do you think that was funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least he sees the humor, right?
Right. It's like I'm
So-
on my way back there.
Right. I'll go get one of these where it's made for like a quarter of the price.
Oh God.
So
So go ahead.
anyway, so I looked at it and I was like, okay, $35 for a little wire sculpture. It's kind of neat. If I was in Hong Kong or if I was in China somewhere, I would probably buy it. And it probably wouldn't be $35. It'd
Right.
probably be less. It'd probably be like $10 or whatever. Like I could get it. It's a handmade thing, but the price is just inflated for me where I was at. And it's not that I want to take advantage of people or whatever or of like cheaper conditions. It's just like I don't see that. Like I don't see paying that kind of money for that kind of shit.
Right.
Maybe there's lots of people that thought it was cool and they bought them, and there was lots of
Oh,
people
look at
walking around.
this!
They're like, dude, this thing's fucking rad. Like I watched this kid buy 2 dragons. I was like, that's fucking $90. That's almost $100 worth of shit. And this is just like, it was kind of cool looking, but dumb fucking wire dragon you can put on your shelf for $100. So there's a lot of other shit that I got going right now that I'd rather do than spend $100 on some knick-knacky bullshit. So I didn't get anything. Nobody got anything.
Buyer's
And
remorse.
yeah, not really.
I mean, avoiding the buyer's remorse. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like if I would have bought it, I would have been like, I shouldn't have bought this.
Welcome to my
So-
life. Everything that I own.
Yeah, well, at least you have stuff, right?
I've got some stuff.
You have things,
I have-
stuff and things.
I have stuff and things, which is like I can't talk about stuff and things or people and places anymore.
Or things. or
Right.
people in those places, or the things that they do or buy in those things, places, or times.
Absolutely.
And then that's
Gag
fine.
order.
It's fine.
I mean, look, see, like there's a Hong Kong Disneyland keychain.
So, okay, I have a question about Hong Kong Disneyland.
It's
Since
smaller.
Okay, so it's smaller. Like how many areas are there? So like Disneyland here versus like just the straight Disneyland park. You have a map?
Underneath that, close, very close,
50%.
right there.
There it is. So let's look at
So
the
you
map.
look at the map and it's like, oh, it looks just like a map that you would get from Disneyland.
It's the guide map. It's got the Incredibles, which I saw recently, by the way.
Incredibles 2.
The new Incredibles movie. Okay, so it looks just like.
It looks
actually.
just like it, but then when you get there,
It just feels shrunk.
It's-
It feels shrunken.
it's tiny.
Really.
Getting from land to land is a matter of a few steps. Like, that's an exaggeration.
Right, but it's not like the miles you put on at the other Disneyland.
Right in the front, looks exactly like the front at Disneyland.
Right,
The,
with
the
the
main
gra-
the
the-
main street looks exactly like the main
Okay.
street at Disneyland. So and then you go to the right to get to what, Fantasy
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, and then Fantasyland behind it.
So there is no like Matterhorn area. There is no Western World. There's an Adventureland.
Yeah, there's no Western World in Disneyland anymore.
No Frontierland.
Frontierland, there
Wait.
is.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Frontier.
Yeah,
There's still
yeah, yeah,
Frontierland.
yeah.
There is no Frontierland there. So, but they have like
They have the Splash Mountain.
no Splash Mountain.
What?
Like they had
any
no
fast
they had
rides?
no water rides, and it was so hot there. Like they could have done with some water rides,
Yeah.
like a Splash Mountain. Like because over here, like Grizzly Gulch and shit, I was like, oh, we can go on the Grizzly River Run like they have at California Adventure.
Right, not what it is.
There was no Grizzly River Run. They have some like water gun, like they have like a tin roof that dumps water and it comes down.
And
you
it
want to stand
douches you?
underneath it.
So that's not a ride.
There's the ride
In
there
Grizzly
is
Gulch?
akin to Big Thunder Mountain, and it's like
Okay,
a mine ride.
I
And
got you.
that ride was really fun. I really liked that ride.
So that was one of your faster
Right, and they had Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. Was awesome.
It was Star Wars because they had like a Star Wars takeover
I've
right
seen
now.
the Star Wars thing. Yeah.
And then we went on like like the Star Wars motion
Star
theater.
Tours. Yeah.
They had an Iron Man one there.
Cool. Because it was still Star Wars when I went last.
No, it was an Iron Man one, and it was Hong Kong themed.
Hong Kong Iron Man.
So like when
Oh.
like they come, like you're taking a tour in it, and you're kind of touring around Hong Kong, and he has to come and rescue you from this claw
Oh,
thing.
that's cool.
And then they don't have, and
Toy
I
Story
went over
Land.
this in the podcast. No one will ever hear since I can't put it on. They have they don't have the Haunted Mansion there because they have their idea on like death and everything else like that is not
Like culturally, death
Co-
isn't
yeah,
like
co-
that.
Yeah, so they didn't do like ghosts coming live. What they had was like an adventure, like an old British not taut, but old like a British adventurer kind of guy with like the
Pith
like,
helmet.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
you had in Arsenal and Old Lace.
Right.
And he's got a little monkey that goes with him.
Okay.
So they had found like a music box that like when you open it, inanimate objects come to life. So the
Okay.
ride starts out with the monkey opening, and this is the Haunted Mansion one. Opens the box, and then all the musical instruments start coming to life, and the paintings come to life, and you're just going on it.
Right. Is
And
it
you
the
just-
same style of ride though?
It's the exact same style of ride.
Okay.
And they even have a couple of like the
The faces.
that look at
The-
you.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just there's no ghosts or anything like that.
Wow.
Um,
And then do they do like fireworks?
there was
and,
no. They had a light. Like
Like
they
a
had
light.
they had the parade.
Okay.
They didn't
did they
have-
do any sky shows?
I don't think
Like
so.
light shows or-
They had some show. They had a water show.
Okay. Like because they probably like Adventure Island and the water up there in front, like up here.
They had the Jungle Cruise ride. No, it was just like the parade, and it was just a water parade where they squirted water and they
Oh.
like dancing like hey.
Because it's hot as fuck. Then.
You would I like literally I was craving like a Splash Mountain. They didn't even have Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
And they had a Toy Story Land with a ride that I was too big to be on because the
Oh.
thing wouldn't come over me and close.
That sucks ass.
I had to wait an hour for them to get on it.
That sucks major ass.
And it looked like it was empty. It
I
looked
would
like
have split.
or I
Like
there's
if
nowhere
somebody
for me
else
to
is gonna go ride a ride that you have
Well,
to wait
all of
for.
them, like Rose, Javier, and Leo all went on it.
Yeah, so you go do something else.
Like I've got all the stuff, and there's
So-
nothing else for me to do.
Put it in the fucking parking, the stroller parking, and go ride fucking Space Mountain. Like, that's what I would have done.
Oh, that was like on the other side.
Still.
Nah, it was fine.
So.
It was fun. And those were the only rides. So the only real rides was Space Mountain, the Mine Ride.
Right. And then they had all the kiddie rides and bullshit over in Fantasyland.
All they had was the teacups.
Okay. Peter Pan?
They didn't have any of the Storybook rides.
Really?
And they had Dumbo. Oh, they had Small World. And every time that I've gone to Disneyland, Small World's always been closed. So for the first time ever, I got to ride Small World.
Wow. It's actually a decent, like, air-conditioned ride.
And you know, that's funny. At the end of the day, when we split off and they fucked off and did their own thing,
right.
And it was hot, and we were just kind of waiting around for the
parade.
It's like, let's just
go ride Small World.
Yeah, let's just wait on that and sit down and wait on that instead of waiting out here in the heat and humidity.
Yep.
So we just went on Small World and we just got off and went all the way around, did it again, went off. So we rode that thing 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Just to be in the air conditioning.
Yeah, you sit in the boat and cruise through and it's air conditioned.
Right.
So.
And it was the first time I ever got to be on it. So.
And one of these days I want to do like a trip. Like a Euro trip, like guys getaway weekend, short week, like just a mob through and go do something cool.
I'd like to do that.
And go like vlog it.
This Vegas trip could have been.
It could have been the thing. It still could be. We'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll look at a plan.
Any last things before we get out of here?
Last words.
I wanted to talk about these nightmares I've been having.
Yeah, nightmares.
I mean, clearly we can't talk about it now, but I wanted to. And Halloween time, maybe, if I remember.
Write it down.
Well, I'll probably have them. Anyways.
Write it down.
So, have you tried that rum yet?
I haven't.
No? Alright.
I was like borderline drunk when I left here that day. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but you could drink it any other day.
Yeah, and then like I had an aversion to alcohol for the next week or so because I got carried away on a different day.
You got drunk on another day?
On another day, yeah, I got drunk.
And your wife got mad?
No, well, not because I got drunk, no.
Because you did something bad?
No.
Okay.
Me bad! Me bad!
Alright, well, I'm Matt Bonta.
And I'm Cory Easley.
See you later.
Peace.